Evening peeps, good evening everyone. How are we all doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget as well to like and share the vids. All right, let's have a look and see what there is to talk about today. Let's start with this one. What happens now that Jake Paul has lost? I guess the real big thing is that he reevaluates his dreams and ambitions. I mean, this guy was talking about becoming a legitimate world champion. That's what he said. Obviously that was stupid. And I think now, because of the way he got beat, and it wasn't a beat down, but the fact is he got outboxed by a novice who has only had, 7 or 8 fights. You can only imagine what a 20-fight professional would have done to him, let alone him taking on someone for a world title. Do you know what I mean? So I know this is not me shitting on anyone's dreams, because I think it's good to have those, but you've also got to be realistic. And that was never realistic, although the WBC was certainly trying to help him get there, right? By saying he was going to be ranked and all that bullshit. He was never going to do that. And I think that he wanted to separate himself from the YouTube boxing scene as well. And credit to him, right? Because he had a go. He fought a real boxer. But I still feel like that's his space. The YouTube boxing thing's his space. Whether that means former MMA guys, KSI, whatever. Him taking on real boxers, youthful, fresh, young, big as him boxers, ain't good for him. So I think that's the biggest thing. I still think he's going to continue. He's very, very determined. I've spoken to him a few times. You can tell that he thinks he can do anything. So he's going to go back to the drawing board. He's going to train his butt off. And look, he might ask for a Tommy Fury rematch. But in terms of him trying to become anything more than what he is now, I don't see how it happens. I really don't. The big breaking news today, bear in mind I'm filming this evening, you guys are going to watch this Wednesday morning or afternoon, is that Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano is off. It never really felt like it was on, if I'm honest with you. Like, as soon as they couldn't get Croke Park, I felt like everyone just felt a bit flat about the idea of them fighting at the Free Arena. So it never felt like it was on, but now it's officially off. I think Amanda Serrano has picked up an injury. I thought Katie Taylor might stay on the card. I thought they still might try and build a card around her versus anyone, but it looks like she's not going to fight either, which suggests to me a few things. But in terms of possible other opponents, I mean, it easily could have been Chantel Cameron, undisputed at 140. She would have come down 5 pounds. Alicia Baumgardner would definitely have come up 5 pounds. So I'm guessing Team Katie was like, no, we want to wait for Amanda Serrano, which suggests to me that might be Katie's last fight. And she wants to go out fighting Amanda Serrano. That's what it suggests to me. But yeah, it's a shame that we're not going to see Katie Taylor. She hasn't fought in a while. I think the last time she fought, let's have a look. Let's not guess. I think it was November. And if she isn't going to fight, I mean, look, they've been talking about potentially being able to get Croke Park for September. So she might sit out until then. When did she last fight? Let's have a look. I actually did her fight 29th of October. Yeah. So I think she's probably going to sit it out now until August or September, when they think they can get Croke Park. But yeah, that's a shame. It's a shame we're not seeing it. I do feel like it's lost it a little bit. Like the want for it, I don't know if it's as big as it was a few months after their fight. Like, sometimes you've got to go again immediately. What do they say? Strike while the iron's hot, or whatever it is, the phrase. You've got to do that. And I just feel like it's lost it a little bit. Maybe if Katie did fight one of those girls I just mentioned, Alicia Baumgardner and Chantel Cameron, both very, very risky fights. But maybe if she fought one of those and beat one of those, then it just maybe helps sell the Serrano fight a bit more. I don't know. But yeah, look, that's off. It isn't happening, which is a bit disappointing. Gervonta Davis on Ryan Garcia. He's one of the top guys. Finally, a bit of credit for Ryan. But look, he's always given Ryan credit behind the scenes. He's not going to do it to us. But I think behind the scenes, I think he knows that he's in for a very, very tough fight. So it's a fantastic fight. It is. I mean, their styles should blend. I can't wait for it. I really can't. Again, hopefully I'm out there for it. April 22nd. Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena. It's going to sell out. It's going to do fantastic numbers. Like combined, you know what it is as well? Because it is a split pay-per-view, so DAZN and Showtime. It's Showtime, isn't it? Yeah, DAZN and Showtime. Because it's split, both of those should really, I mean, the promotion for it should be incredible because Showtime are going to promote the hell out of it, and so are DAZN because it's their two big pay-per-views for the year. So it should get fantastic promotion. I've always said I think Gervonta gets it done, and I'm going to stick with it. But it wouldn't shock me if Ryan knocks him out. I know that sounds crazy because we've barely seen Gervonta hurt, but Ryan really is starting to, I think, grow into his frame. I think he's starting to sit on his punches a bit more as well. And he's a very, very good fighter. Very good fighter. Wilder says he's having a real discussion with Ngannou. We're trying to do a 2-fight deal. This is interesting because a lot of you on the live stream that we did the other day, a lot of you were saying, Ade, man, Wilder, Fury 4, it's going to happen. We saw them embrace, which was nice. And I've always felt like, why would they do it again? I mean, look, the simple answer is, well, they'll do it again because Tyson Fury is struggling for an opponent and it always does good numbers. Like Wilder Fury seems to be a home run. People love it, right? You've always got that thing where although Wilder hasn't picked up a win, it's just that question mark of if Wilder lands one, because we've seen that Wilder is able to put Fury in his arse. Fury always gets up, but you just never know again, do you? You never know. And we would always watch it. There is a massive intrigue in that matchup. And look, as much as I wouldn't want to see it again because I've seen it 3 times and I'd rather see both fighters go completely different routes, I would tune in for it. I would always tune in for Wilder Fury. I mean, that punch, I know I keep talking about it, but that punch in the third fight, which made Fury's body wobble, how Fury got up from that, I really don't know, because Wilder put everything into that. Like, as Wilder's throwing, Fury's coming onto it, and it's just Wilder on. Like, I remember speaking to Joe Cordina in his fight, and you know where he got that knockout, and Joe was like, as soon as he landed, he just knew. Like, it almost like he said something went through his forearm, and Wilder must have fought that as well, because I mean we've seen it against Helenius, Luis Ortiz. When he hits you like that, that's it. It's lights out. Forget it. You can count to 100. You ain't getting up. And he must think, how is this guy getting up? Like, he's put him down. How many times has he put him down? 4, 5? And he hasn't got a victory. So Wilder will probably think there's an itch there that I need to scratch. So look, I always feel like it will be an option in the background, only if other things don't happen. So only if Usyk doesn't take the offer. Only if Wilder can't secure an Ngannou or a Joshua or a Ruiz fight. Then it's just there. It's there. Make it. It will do good numbers. It'll always do good numbers. But yeah, I do think that Wilder was in Saudi Arabia to discuss the Ngannou fight. I think Derek Chisora mentioned it as well. I can understand why people maybe got a bit confused and excited because Fury tweeted something along the lines of, we're trying to make something happen and, you know, it's nearly done. Wilder's there. Derek Chisora says we've got something nearly done for Wilder. So I can understand how everyone's done 2 + 2 = 4, but it really doesn't. 2 + 2 here equals any number you want. It's going to be Wilder and Ngannou, if anything, in Saudi Arabia. And I fucking love it. I sign me up for that now. That's carnage. Jesus Christ. Both guys that just hit like, mate. I mean, look, Ngannou can't box. I'll be honest with you, he can't. Technically, I mean, Wilder's not great either. He's obviously a lot better than Ngannou. But this could just be a straight shootout. It's just a straight shootout between two heavy hitters. And look, if you're Wilder, you want as much money as possible in your next fight. That's what you're back for. That's what you came out of retirement for, right? I'm guessing he would have got decent money against Helenius. He was thinking he was going to get good money for Ruiz. That's no longer there, or at least not there with PBC. So he's probably thinking, you want me to fight someone that can't box? Give me Ngannou right now. And if you're Ngannou, then why not? Why would you not want to fight the former WBC heavyweight champion, who everyone's saying is the hardest hitting heavyweight in the history of the sport? It's a home run. So look, Wilder has options. Ngannou has options. Fury has options. I just don't think the option is Wilder Fury. That's what I just don't think so anyway. But we'll see. We'll see how it plans out. Anything else? 2 secs, guys. Just trying to see what else there is. Tony Harrison, a photo here of Tony Harrison arriving in Sydney for the Tim Tszyu showdown. Looks in great nick, man. Looks absolutely fantastic. By the way, this is interesting. Crawford, Alexis Rocha. The WBO formally orders welterweight title fight. Talks, though, were already underway. Remember, there was this photo of Terence Crawford with Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins. It clearly looks like there's been a deal that's happened. Look, I like Alexis Rocha. I've spoken to him a couple of times. He wants the Conor Benn fight. He's not ready for Terence Crawford. I don't understand why they're not just going straight Virgil Ortiz. I mean, he's a golden boy fighter. Why? It's almost like they're feeding Crawford Rocha when Rocha's clearly not ready. He's not ready for that. He's a good fighter, but he's not ready for that. Crawford should just go Virgil Ortiz. I mean, I don't understand what they're doing. So yeah, bit of a strange one that. For me, it makes no sense, but it is what it is, man. For Terence Crawford, it's just a case of fight. Do you know what I mean? Just fight, please, because he's not had a fight in a very, very long time. Unless you, I mean, I say that. When was the Evanesian fight, actually? When was that? When did I feel that was actually quite recent, wasn't it? 2 secs. This is the good thing about having the laptop right in front of me. You can just check these things immediately. When was Terence Crawford Evanesian? Oh, when was it? Okay, December. Feels like he's not fought for ages. Okay, because before that, it was a year out. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, let's just hope we can get to see him in the ring very, very soon. One of my favourite fighters. Conor Benn has posted a lengthy, and I mean lengthy statement, talking about his situation. One of the lines in there is, cheaters should be caught and punished, but people like me who prove they're innocent should be vindicated and allowed to continue their career. Can I ask you guys, honest question, is there any of you that think he's innocent? Like, please leave your comment below. Because I can't ever remember. Look, most people that get caught will always scream, I've done nothing wrong. But I can't remember someone being so vocal about it as him. Honestly, I can't remember. Most people, after a while, just kind of, okay, cool, I'll serve the ban and just shut up. Conor Benn seems to be so adamant he's done nothing wrong. Like, nothing wrong. And he's almost starting to convince a few people, I've noticed. Some people are like, you know what? Maybe. Look, I don't know. I still think the thing's a whole mess, but I mean, look, he's going to be fighting very, very soon. I think it should be Adrian Broner, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, anything else before we wrap? I think that's it. Guys and girls. We'll see you on the next one. I do go to Telford tomorrow evening for the Misfit stuff. I'll try and do a couple more videos before I go so I can release them throughout the week. But we go up there and we're back again on Sunday. So yeah, busy period for me, but better to be busy, right? Peace and love.